Kabiriti energy drink cyo kunywa cyawe nyamurungi uri rege mwanonje uri Sky TV inkwakira kandi izoba week twagisika hagati y'izonraka 3 kandi tufunza ro byagenda n'ibiro nisho uri rege yishitama icyawe kandi kwa Sky TV wori aha Star Times rebe kingu wagambira na mutahi wawe na wengine taza ukwate channel 468 ninga bena nkaga na mnana then wari aha Zuku mugire uti icyawe taho mushanju zero mushanju chonka kandi agume akubatire ibintu bingi programs nyingi kandi nungi iziko basa kumbeka amagaragawe na neka yawe n'abantu bawe n'icyaro cyawe ihangari yawe n'ensi yawe twatwatanise nijo mukashisha kandi Olivier Kamsime kabakire kandi akomeze mwateretere n'amakuru twatandukana amakuru agezere mu paparaza amahore agakutrendinga here and there agari umuyihanga agari umunsi agari mu cyaro cyawe ko n'amakuru agutapanta kuretera ngo mukashisho tashora kandi ukaza mu bantu kandi utamanyire twakwakira
Ire kurunzi umurebo wa Sky Television erizoba noraka 2013 byo kuri 12 umwaka 2023 Christmas y'Janeiro hihi mwini wecho inekora umbwiro bu wasafishira Sky Television obase kuranga business zawe izimyenda izibyo kunywa izibyo kurya business nyingi haruna services abakora decorations obase kubona urangana Sky Television okutungura business yawe na mnongo mbero bukore. Yes, oine Edwin akoraje no Olivia Kamsime cyo muri nga Sky kandi nko kuya kugambira ubwa hati turi ahazuku decoders channel 077 kandi tebruwe na batahi bitu aba Star Times aha channel 468 ubwo tutireho eshaheji aba Kabiriti energy drink echo kunywa cyamara mnonga echo kubasa kunywa eshaha yona na batahi bawe n'abanywani bawe komuduke kuri hii oshabe cyo kunywa echa Kabiriti energy drink.
Kabiriti energy drink nicyo kunywa cyawe echamano rebe cyo gutuwacereza umuntu utakashize imyaka 18 konka handi iwehereza buri muntu wena kandi no mugenyi no buyakora yo mukikuru bote yumuhereza ka energy drink umushahanje noza kureba yagandika kandi
yashemera ya German
tereza makuru
umuriago makuru aguta kutandukana nago akoraje National Resistance Movement spokesperson orukumanyonga Rogers Murindwa agizirengu tubashemye kubana bareba Bobi Wine omwebembezi wa National Unity Platform nashi Honorable Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu ariyo mu church functions nari emukoro ya church bwanyuma yo kuzaha BBC omukibuga London akajuro kuyagamba ibintu bya homosexuality echabantu nguwe kata kugamba his stand about homosexuality. So yesterday babe barya mukoro ashembirira mnonga kugira ngo tamurebere ho babe bari na Mirembe Cathedral zengwa abo kugira ngo tuba nawe takagambira stand yeye aha kintu cha homosexuality tasheme kuba nazo mu church naza kucelebrating na nabichiriza abandi
kubanza ekanisa shane yibirebi konke kanisa ya Yesu Kristo ekuratira Yesu Kristo ekuyabira kora se Yesu Kristo akata kusosora tagizire umuntu we no yasosuire akashanga maraya wamwishwa maraya abantu bija ngugu abaya tutakachikoraga
ben wayanza kumuteri
bari kwiyakigambira abantu bona bakaba barachikuzire bona biruka nawe taramutiri bari cyamanyise ngo nawe ushangana wakarachikuze
buri omwe no musisi
akana enda kwihayo enshonga yo kumanyisa ngo buri omwe no musisi Yesu Kristo go akatayira abantu hino byashanga umukazi wo mbembe uw'abantu bona babe basigireho batarukwenda akamukiza ahakana enda kukoreka tindi muburizi wengiri kujya mu nyuma konka mbino hariho direct acho kana enda kureka ngo n'ubwo indwara yawe yakuba mbwenu yakutahire you still have a chance to get out of it akaya tukwikiriza kwawe nuko kwakutambira Yesu Kristo hine ubiyatayaya according to nakataya y'umworo yararayo owazakayo bene abantu bingi zakayo akari akashije kabufu kakahoza timakari ya grade chiyo hoza yaba kandi kababo koze motoka aho mtawni aba street parking yakar kuumuruka yakar ko wagombora yakar kakao tinu kumanya level yabira ro konka bible negira ngo akurgira kintu sachi Yesu yabira ro akatashimye kuraro wazakayo nangwa zakayo akashoberwa yajya tubona shogo umuntu neza kumuraza ki kumuraza hineza kumurisa ki konka yaze yararayo umwami murindwe cyagambire nawe birashikire konka kandi nka politician konka ke kanisa ishimye kwakira abantu bona abo kuba Yesu nuko yagizire ati nyutinda izire habo barunje bonka n'abasisi kwetisa katugire ngo Bob Wine is a gay katugire
that is a disclaimer.
Supposing he was na yete ngomkanasa kujunwa supposing he supports na yete ngomkanasa supposing ogweni Yesu Bob Wine mwazyo ndebere na kora press conference akushobora his statements in the UK agize ati ebyo mukuru bagamba politics and they are geared nango we bambagambira
kuteka mwamani
ati government Museveni we gambira Museveni ngo nwari kugiringa ngo bambetinka hurire president na gamba konka hati kuhagamba bamurindwa nabandi konka koze
statement NRM spokesperson
his statements bakaza kwata kubi kandi zagiyeringwa aba government we nagira ari hakurwa kana gamba hakurwa kurubatira ubwabe bw'abantu namnonga ari kugamba hari parliament nimo kucwa mukwe kwita this sentence akajya mu kikaba kiringwa mnonga atahabu kuba ogwe gay tweyakizayo twarukirayo obubi
hari abantu bakwita abantu
tuyakizaba ADF
yes
habo ko tayisire bantu twabiri nagamba kunka yagamba na how his statements yazgarkamo they were not intending to support kunka akana shobora how kuyatwire kunankejo ya bamutwire his statements okubazi tuyire kubi niwe bombi nimba hagira Bob Wine uko yagambire kuko acishoborire was intending to look at human rights kind human rights yezo akana gamba violation ya human rights by state agencies human rights not not limited to homosexuality konka arikurebana na human rights ezindi
yes
kandi ni supporting nanka ugogwe murindwa kugira ngo nkihanga tutemwe amani kurwanisa ebikorwa ebyo umman gonaga kubasika konka manago tugashemeye kwika hakwita umuntu umuntu nakira ikintu cyona yaba umuntu nangwa n'umushuma yaba umuntu ne gay yaba umuntu na nywenjayi yaba kurgira hari Yesu abo kwa noreba umwami mugirindwa akorize ibintu byekanisa Yesu tarize akija kweta basisi ngo barjo mbibi so umuntu kandi ko kumwita uba wamaraho chance ya repentance umara chance zezo kujunwa ziba zahwayo chance zezo khinduka akaba umuntu because we have seen including honorable Senta Muchaguranyi Robert akabari ghetto
president akanga iyo zibera ghetto president
hazecho wanu kigamba abantu abatakucetegereza nubasa kuteka ngo aka ari umuntu president wa university kunga ka president wa yayi bana bo
no aka president we changa ex
abo beto nabayibuko ubwana bwa chigana babeta bamayibo kuko hati akweyije yajunwa yabargaho twantu mureba ayinebishoke yabishara twantu mureba amoyone kizeti yabonera akatar kwesiga hati na isembabazi hati nuwe muntu owense kurebera meaning that kuyafa muisire kubabuzire kuyabuzire kutunga chance ikinsa cyarwo kwikalevo yo kujya munagambwaho ensiyona ekabiri tarakutungwa so echabire nagamba kuriya kugira uko atshoborire nyecuro abe nakigambira harayi nejo ya human rights
umuntu ayine bugabe bokore cyakwera n'amagarage go
haza abantu state n'abantu abari munsi bakamu iyamba kurga umuriye cye cyari gukora kibi umushango gwa Susan Chugura and many others ubabere bagamba aha death penalty bakandi bagamba umuntu wito muntu hine ubwari kumwita ukareba umuyamwita inegenderwa
kandi narako
konka circumstances ze still zikaba zabastine the law ne basa kumutaho umushango ngo yamwita
nanaho kuba yahita umuntu for self defense
abona bandi haronko konka rona gwamwita akamwita kigenderire
ati konka antamirongo muntu
konka kigenderwa cye still nacho cyacu tari cyo kumwita habaho heat of passion habaho ikiniga habaho umuntu wakwata ko mwana wawe nayibesente ninga na banko bokore ngo yamwitira ngo bushera wijo intezara washanga wamutera wamwita kurgira amateka gahandikirwe mu penal code na nabindi birajyo nibakutaho umushango kukwita konko kwaheza kumwita hati sense zija wajya tayibambe n'iki nakora ki hati noreba nka ibintu byone bikwaho atukaje nko mushango gwa katanga kuba kushanga nka Madame More ya yisiriba akigenderi konka mwino teka nka hati utakwebuza umutama nka hati
kurna murzire ukamwenga mwitara
mwe hatu noza kushanga at one time kuba nkabamuha chance nabasa kurga mu muntu muronjo takareba
yes njo kurebera baye kwa twaro mbihoma bamwe baba bantu barunje nabyo no bakubarekura barja nkana nkakahinduka
so enyowe babo ene byagambire kugira uko abishoborire tinko gamba kugira uko abwo buyabwa amatina kurire konka kurire uko abishoborira kubugamba they were in good faith. Konka is a politician.
Yes.
So hat it politics since they go kutemberaho akahanda kuona politics zo kubona nikakozesa chance nibamutera nibamumara so nibamutera nibamaraho so mwijwa hura batagamba abandi bantu mayono borya hura mbweno ureba besije umutabani anyaki so nuba mwesho umutabani w'umwenda amugirata
kano zaro mbirgo takuzara mutuma
hato mwenu rero umwana wawe uwo muzire wabani wazara umwana ogwo no muterisa se
apana
mbesho no mbingo muka so nombe ibono kigamba ibondijo muntu ryo nazara umwana kogwe ni mwita iwe no kigamba tari wawe konka kwa kuba ari umwana wawe iwe no mureba to kureba ibyakora kureka noreba amisho onoreba misho go muntu noreba umwana noreba umuntu so tukureba no takureba iki yakora so ahabwanje ningira mu statement ya murindwa yo kujwanza ya mwikanisa ngwe kanise kamubinjire was not right
batagarika kuzo mu celebration za church
ze kanisa tishikiri kiri kumuzibra kandi kanisa yonke kanisa tishimiye kukinjira umuntu ahero mbiburo mwe harimo yano mu kitabo ki hakuja mu cici bemeriza hero so umuntu ashimiye kwemerera hero umuntu wena
umuje yatata twena turi abana
twena kandi harimo ibishenge bingi harimo ikenge buri umwe agenda ronde kishenge ki aturemo konka n'inju yatata twena tushimiye kuba tuturamo so we are not saying ngo abantu bahagire ibikorwa ebyo abantu babirwanise okuba kubasa kona biryo kunkata harevo yo kwita umuntu wa suspectinga kugire kinuga
ukakora cyo tashemerire gukora
ashine kuba tubirwanisa konka tukabarwanisa tuyino bwenge
yes hachiriye amasuku
musomu
yes kandi feel like at the end of the tunnel
ni manyango politics hata ubuzigireho twaza kuza niyo rabere tour icyo cya homosexual niyo rabere tour umukarura akakutukuza kuzamo to smear badi bacheto ukutera hasadorini niyo rabere sadorini ico kirabe kiri kwako cyama
nzakwa twine list yo kureba aba performingereje n'abata performingereje abata performingereje turabizize garkai
cha homosexual niyo kubera tour buryo mwe naza unoza gumanuje no behero twukana ko gutwukana niyo rabe abukwana manya
the
opponents niyo rabe tour season edition hatu no reba kitandike eza kubera tour yo gukoresa yo kubehera
ati yaba actually blame game nakanwe yatandikire nakanwe yat supporting
then echechi echa bungereza na namahanga ganda g'abajungu kugira ngo tugakwenda ngo tuzo wabo ahabwanje nabwe nindeba nikikwatwa kubi ijo kareba wistinsa honorable Anita among right honorable member speaker of parliament nagamba tibishitwa tumutaza kubeshengereza
mani ndeba na actually ndebe na ufono pondo nagambira ba America ngo even if you don't give us your money Uganda will still nababiha kandi babihira kimwe Uganda will still
nababiha kandi nambwe n'abajungu aba bantu barungi
babayamba
bantu barungi
n'umugambo rujungu ahimukuza omashomera gumukushomera
ijo ba minister ba member ba parliament ijo speaker olanyakafera siyato ndijo manyuha yaza siyato ndijo na siyato abana bitu bona niyo baroko iso namanyiseke urukugamba abana banankabare bogo mshija fono pondo ebyakujwara bijwaro bikiri byarukugamba nagamba cyabeshe kigamba cyane nakigamba
mu Uganda ubaye mu East African community bagamba ko soju
iso namanyiseke icyariyo nagamba bushagese
but we have our culture
itwihanga
we still stand on
buhaza twantugamba tugambe tutarikwenda ngo tuhina butukushemeza
We are not pleasing anyone.
That this is not right. According to us, we don't support this. Kandi mukumure mwatuzibira kuzo wanyu. When you way katugire wanyu tinkaza yuga. I don't want to complain. Waja ngunti jo wawe. No kuzayitinkaza yuga. Kunka kuna bena ntwire ninja yo ninza yo ninyayo niyo ndukunyobushera niyo ndukusiba. Ni nshime gamba bice. Ito abajungu nito tukubenda. Tubo bari kutwenda.
Machine zi development technology byo nebinzi birgo wa
gamba handa hake. Tiyo nsagamba topiki. Ya yo rembo baraha. Na Uthmaid. Tuine challenge. Burkant kona kinja kakariyo nikakora ka development akutukurebaho. Enyengi ne sente z'abajungu abo. Tukatwagambira aha abajungu ukumanya ngo ntubetenga nuwaza mu rurembo mbarara ukareba ebizimbe byona bahandikirwe mu amazina y'urujungu
tuino enguto zit makrista
buri kimwe cyona
zabreba tokushira kuzuhura
so habwenki nito tukubenda ko kuza wabo so hatecho tukabire nkambere ngambire kintu cha justice should be done should not be done but it should be seen.
Yes, because amashomera minzi ngina mazino g'abajungu. Engute nyinji
makanisa
za manyangu already nanabwambira haruguto rw'izoro leta makrista ro Pilkington ushanga mwine nibi shana amashomera gamwe nkantare school but those are traditional but now this
still no yetantare school
now wateka hebzinde hariho Amazoni hariho nankeji
byona London
na kedi
Oxford byona mazina ga town zabo Las Vegas so what are you talking about tugambira tichermu wanoza gamba urebe noye basa
noye marira
yokoriho no gamba parlamentejo sente zigitireho nezankaye sente umushara gwo kutunga no gwankaye iworiyo no gamba no kunka ko kweza uyicika sente emotoke iyo no vuga ne y'abajungu nibo bagiguzire tukujya no to kukikora kunka kukikohereza sente zo nyingi zone neza World Bank neza UNDP manya nezachi kunogira ngo twine corruption twagete mwe hate tuba turyaho tujya bahura nkaremba jungu batwimire ibintu byabo parliament reka tugishare tusigaze ba member ba parliament 50 umuhango wo muno batumara reka tusigaze za districts tugarike tuzigite haza chairman wa district kasta district nazo district ye byayinda na girepichi ninge akamotoka akachi aha mwenu bariya ba spokesperson manyabaye reka tubiheho ihanga president na cabinet y'abantu nka 20 nibamara
emishara nabone bajikwata
reka tukuza kweguza sente mu World Bank sente zitu zo mushoro niza kuba nizikora ubuntu buke nubwo kumanya nte
kandi ne sente eziba kwa budgeting something nkenguto nkamarwaro nizakora ezishebe kubanza ukora abantu barazite ko mushahuza
hati ungambire utumanya hati uti muri cyo concentrating twombeka amarwaro gitu kandi irwaro turaryombeке rebwe
habe harumune bukozesa n'abashaho
bakuza kuza London kuza America Seattle
okasheje iyo mabe kuza ku treating edwara numuza kubyihanga
tubugura ntuba twine cash yitu
nuza kubyihanga investir kan byahera
konka tubugura ntubaha cash twine cash
konka mbambine kunuye
tuba twine konka tubugura konka hati tuyonza kubishabiriza tuyonza kuteka amaju so hati wanuteka amaju ababori yo gamba nibagamba busha tutubasa gamba ikintu kiri mu sense twatucine corruption twatucine extravagance okushishe bintu emotoka nibagirete ya bagiguze sente za World Bank ejaha eberiye yakawo konko gishanga neshomba amasha neshomba emtumba
netwara simenti
umusande mu yakebiri emodoka eje ko eba yahwireho echwaho bajya kubaza kujiguza kawuri wabe najiguza akajiguza akagita kigenderire hatagaruka kuri ajigura akasente kenshi ko then agenda agikoresa ibyo twatutakibyine abajungu ntubetenga kandi tubetengera kimwe twantuteka ntubetenga aha turgaha esente zitu
tuziyo mushiringi tuziteko muzayugana
kandi tureke kuzipima hari dora twantukimbiri tujangwa mu dora bwe abantu bona na mu Kampala ukanura abashubuzi abakasita abantu bagira ngo barand road ngo tubakabiceza kushashura umusente zihanga ngo benda bashashura mu dollars so icyo rukumanyisa niki icyo ryo no gamba niki wanozo mu hoteli ukaje tunyoni nyenda tinkwenda Africa nyenda African tea then nyenda na English tea so icyo no manyiza icyo no gamba so wano reba buri kimwe cyona so ntukibetenga abajungu habo kuba nindeba ihanga nangwa na Africa yona twakagizire capacity yo kuteka ngo abajungu tushime kubajuma aza kutukubajuma umuntu wano bajuma turi no gamba bushagese tureba ibyo no gamba no gamba twakurra konka tumanya mutwagamba kintu kishikire abajungu bakiri abantu bamani abo kwa tukeyombekire kandi ureba kuko hano twine genderwa cyo kweyombeka ngo nitwenga Africa East African Community yaheremere African Union
yaheremere
tumukwemarira tumukwemarira mu Rwanda
mutandika projects mu
gisente then mustandike cyababanga no hurira ngo tishikedi azibireba aba Kongo tubakwenda ba Rwanda ngo ba Rwanda cyo manyabanka ba Rwanda nabari ngo Kenya ngo amategi tutera ugenda ngo yewe manya
South Sudan tekwende bchori bya Uganda
so hati dero mutekateka ngo abajungu tuza kukotanisa nabonto bahika ninga tuza kubajuma ninga
noreba n'amahanga
na hino umuntu yagamba ngo akabwa kasiru ukabogorere
noreba n'amahanga gabo na like America ba presidents babona bantu bakwatana sa Barack Obama na kwatana sana Biden inakabinja kabo buri umwe na habara mutahiwe ko mu Uganda think tekateka
mwaba kucigabo kubigamba twaza murebe cyo mu mwayigendesereza twaza gamba abajungu tureba itwe kunu ukutwetegwire the readiness yetu ukutubasa kwetegura tukareba ngo abajungu abo kutwakubabinga actually mbeshi no manyisa hate kugobere nagamba amini we kuyagize ati tukubenda yababinga
Bona yababinga
hatogwa kanagambe kishike akanagamba nebikorwa iwo ko kutakubenda
nibo bijwire akare
so
bijwire mwihanga gito bobine offices enyi
nibo bine na offices nibo bine nebintu birunje nibo nihanga ryabo za hotels zimwe zabo bihane byabo so no manyisa amini kuyaje ngutako
I have given you 90 days
obakabageze
don't smear your faces with the shoe polish.
What are you talking about?
Akwata abanyarwanda y'abagarum nanke jo mu maduka gabo bari ababende bakora
yo ngo teka nta innocence yanagamba nkamuhurikiriza je
ko kabandi nibagamba
ko kwenda kutugumaza hata kigamba bibya wanyanga bunwa wanya so okutuga kugamba rena kagarike nyuma ntwenda gukora ekitinsa ofonopondo kwaragize ngo abajungu tukubenda turebe tutakabareba
tutakareba
ndakuzayo n'umushabaka sente turebe nyencha kari mwajya ngo haza twabahenda shaha 9 tureba tubona bagenda tuwe tunyangwe ngo tumukubenda tutakagarika kureba umwiraguju naza kuraguza hero tutakagarika kureba abana baza kushomera hero
tutakagarika kureba ba doctors abahangu baza hero
korra hero
manya doctors so and so nwe mukugu ombia sajare
kandi so turebe nito twayemarira konga ngonka nagambira nko wanyu ni wanyu tinkwenda ni witu tokwenda abo kwa tinkazagaye wawe ikandi ndo ni utokijaga wanje kandoro
so tinkurebe
so tinkuza no kurra wajo to tiwe ahandi yatkare tinkuza no kugamba so konka
ikiturete tindija wanyitabura chamureta
tindeta nsanga
tindija wanyitabura chamureta basa kwijo bugo icyo tine yo wawe kwijo wanje
tinkwijayo
yes story ndije itu atwine wadubire wajana nafutirukangaho orkwebembere muga people with disabilities azirengu tubabafireho munonga na munonga mbintu by'emirumo nabone betenga kutunga emirumo na nekindi ebizimbe binje bombe kwa let's say amarwaro amashomero they don't favor them no manyaban when they are building a building they're supposed to put steps na mnonga flat these storied buildings but take a hona inclined plane ikaba tereza storage then tugumize
babo babahereza imirimo yibarukubasa
abeji na mununga babarema omuka mubahe emurumo yo korangune babasira takabahe emurumo bahenda mubaho bwire bagume basabe no gusoma umucumuro kandi bagende mu cyumirungi rero etamu yala kutandukwa ko kwiza batandike no bakunde baze gusoma batakafero ko mbyaro
nayongera ashobora kugira ngo abarema nabo binobwa benko bw'abandi bantu bona kandi nabo ngo bine kore kwa rukundo nk'abandi bantu bona kandi bature nabo hatariho kubatandisamo
umuntu ine obureba hambere rwe umutemo cy'istinisa umutemo respecti kandi mu bakunde umucyaro mu bakundo mbyanga byanyu mu bakundo makaganyu so nyawe pro district arho umuyembezi w'abarema mwana mwenda ke namba yanjye ninga kaki umuterera umuronda kansara w'abarema aha district yona ndonda katugabuyeri
Buryo munyishengero ahabwa akazo Honorable Dan Chimosho nashobora kugira ngo umuntu no buyakubarye kimuga hona nabasa gukora imirimo yentunguka
umuntu no bakwariye kimuga nabarasa gukora imirimo nakora ibyentashya nakora na kirembe kago nazara nashomesa na so n'abandi bacegereho n'abazere muga bacegereho bareke gushingira n'abantu mu maju babahwere
Buryo mukazo munyishengero ahabwa district ya kazo Honorable Jennifer Rwaburi batemuhesi nahiga barema ngo barema nobwo umutwe gwonka ngo koreka umutwe gw'abagurije abarema bine kugumana bejumbira mu mirimo yentunguka
uburema n'ubundi konka tariho buremo bundi ushimiye kubana ubuzibiro mu gukora icyashimiye gukora mwene ikintu cyo kwihanangiriza abantu mwena ababarho n'ababatariho bari kuza ngo buri umwe wena ahari ashimiye gukora cyari kubasa ngoko burema bwo buri nari ngoko
konka baba barema ukorwa mu district ya kazo nubari ko kwetombuita ngo binebizo bingi ebero munko kuburengenda ezo kwikombyanga hamwe no kuganira n'abarimo batahi babo
twine uko twakubasa kuzuko mbyaro tukagamba nabo tukabashobora kibashemerere gukora no kubashemerere kurugayo naho kandi tugenda nimbi kimwe cyo na kigumire mwene twitwabe tushanga ngo nitwe akazo district ito tube considered batfeho then ito tukaifa abandi bari hanze tweretere kushanka batende kikumanye cyo gukora aha butatunga buyambyo
amakoraga gasha kwa Sima Naume ahabwa Sky TV umarkazo
ebare Naume kuturesi amakurago ninjira mwabere bo kubana bagira ngo abante mugati babafireho munonga kandi na munongo mbintu byemera most jobs most working places are favoring people without disabilities and yet n'abantu bakwasa kwa ibintu byo mutano munonga
azana kuwa kigamba babeta abantu abintu burema kukubete bimuga inge birema it is discriminatory in its the sense oshutinike bwoko we ngenda kusima abakoze constitution ya 1995 abakatamu abantu ababiri batakufibwa ho munonga na munonga abarema na nezini groups zabe zitakuti then na government ya NRM okuguma ne fayo munonga ne garkenyuma abarema n'abantu nabone baremwa nko kutukuremwa nandi babasa nko kutukubasa nko kuwetinisa rwaburi bate muhesi honorable kwiyakigamba uburema n'umutwe konka wano basa kugira ubwenge nukora imirimo y'abandi nk'iy'abandi bakora namunonga wano ukoresha umutwe nikirizana n'abantu bagamba bona kugira ngo accessibility abo kubakare munonga ibizimbe byakanye nabiri bukabiri biki hati nibyo bantu bakombeka
because of space
unaje because of space wano manyangu umuremo ugwe naenda kutaha mukanye natano niyo office yerberi
amarwaro
agenda umukagari mbino tegateka ngo ko agenda
shangirwaro ya third floor
mu rwire naenda kuzayo ndangwa jaze yati oyesira abantu mugenyi kandi mboyesira harimo nango noza kushanga
ukozero mu hotel yo mufura ya mukaga
so ngira ngo abarukombeka nonga abakwa provinga za plans murebe cyo mu abaconsiderate
yes
cyangwa no kureba ngo society yona yakwatanisa nabo bantu kubahwera aha kwetengwa ngire kureba mu abarema bizire samo ya hotel mu bari mu Mizabibu Gardens beni baza mu cyoro cyabo cyabekezo tomo muri Kasharijo nuko bakaba batakubasa no kwiha mu motoka wabire navuga na wakari yo murema driver nawo no murema abiyabire ine mbona nabarema bakabi n'umuntu umwenjure kanegwa wa herepa umwe
wabe n'abayamba
konka nketa abantu tumuyirike nyabaramwe muyamba abantu aho kwa n'abantu barahanga iwe no basa kureba ngo
abamwe nibaza Robert yo abamwe bije bafuna za butandu bahendere ngo takazira tatakwera burema uburema umutata sheka burema
ni baburyaho ni kwata atene time iyo bire no bashekera kano shanga niwo burumu so abantu society yitu yona ishime kurgayo ikakwatanisa ihanga kurwanira ubgabe bwabo bantu ukubasa ukabayamba kare ukoreba abarema yanaza crossinga ine kare akatike konka hata ba boda tibakucumanye ico
tibakwenda no
kumanya anguwa leta katikawo nubakatiyera nkagwa ko hatejo nureba ngo generation yo yemicwe umurema kwiyabira girati abantu bona motoka zona zemera abantu bamaranya ngogu no nempumi umurema yari yo natambara nakagari ke narabaho wakabantu bashime kuba no bamureba kunka hata bamwe barema nabo bonka nemiyayi ibintu tikateko tego no murema nakunyankura iga kwetusya mushanga yayi namaguru gigahurire nayiruka
yastamira mukagari
konka kwenda kunyankura abantu
yes
so society yitu netekwa kwitegereza kandi kataho uburyo bwo kureba ngo yarwanira ubwabe bwabo bantu yabashomesa kandi nabo batunga life y'abantu abahurire nabo bo baremwe kiriye kibatari kubasa icyo hanga yatireho konka ibindi biriho bakubasa kwibaza umbramu bwabo nabo bakukore with free will
yes mebare mnonga batahibitu aba batwine kurgashahe mwe mpaka shayibiri kandi tukugambira ngo ene cyo kunywa echa kabiri energy drink cyo ni kuba nonyo basa kuhereza amani kandi ushimye burishaha yona waine Edwin akoraje no Olivia Kamsime tukusia morning at Sky ekatumune mukacheni tugarka utarga Sky Television
Sky TV irakari abantu
konga shunse kanibo kirakweshongora totera yo kamu
icyenda ngo nywe kabiriti icyenda ngo nywe kabiriti District Energy Drink ora kacunchumuro kanywe karakumaririho kandi karanywebwa buri muntu wena abarenda kushubura karyo maduka no ma supermarkets gono mwihanga eresime yazuru umushanje 5 9 2 8 5.
Olususura omwana wange reta agenda birire yesigika kyenva mmonaza kyogero vitamin E soap ate ne musiiga kyogero vitamin E pink jelly okusobola okukuuma olususu lwe nga lulamu. Omwana wange n'anyirira ne yeeyagala n'abeera musanyufu buli kaseera. Ate ne famire yange nayo tukozesa kyogero products y'ensonga lwaki tunyirira. Abazadde tukozesa kyogero products omuli cocoa butter jelly and soap, aloe vera jelly and soap ne non-perfumed jelly. Clean your skin ng'okozesa kyogero products. Asangibwa mu maduuka ne supermarkets okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna.
Yesu atuzalirwe
wagira ngo leta sima bro wajiha kandi nangungu ne freta tiza ehimurabo wabo nambwe no muno hireji ne cyaba JP Events and Management bashaziremu bakakoretero kuzinduka ko mwaka 2023 abiro 2024 byo kwikumenebi eyabiro Boxing Day mwena abantu mwena okorwa myanya ngacuruhura kazo sembabure kabura mbarara na hand holder kwata ko ine ko nakacena kahangu ukareta tukabagane nk'abanyankore hari Shazi Farm Lodge omurushere curuhura kandi miryango neija kwigurwaho shahina zakasheshe tushemererwe turukugashura turukuzana imizano yenzarwa emunko kufukana okugambente okwevuga hamwe n'ebindi byinji kandi hari yabaho nabeshongozi bo kushemeza abarimunga Angels of Christ Choir, Zion Choir, Vision Choir hamwe na Trust Choir n'abandi binji. Ebi byona bitebekanisiwe MCs Paul abaho hamwe na Johnson Madusa
mukamani manyangu hari hizobe.
Mshisha kuna kutumeka kwa ngodi shopping ngeleta njikuza ati wisha wasama hawaji waji mara kwa kaka nchotinga cheo
Zasira nakangahudi dali eche kubona bona igoma garaganje ikonyine kulemeraho bambinya boti bizano eche kindi kugamba madamu kankusha bonyongere embogo nenkolera bambigire mbabazi nyabo Embogo extra, embogo kumbusha 2 in 1 H2 zidarasa, ibikorwa batendo Bekale Limited kandi bihamibwa ba UNBS ukwenda kushobora teresime yazuru umushanjuro 5 9 na mukaga ana na mukaga 80 yange yazuru umushanjibiri 30 ashatu nishatu 11 massage services wari kwenda kushubura geresime ya 082 0 kinana na mukaga ashatu n'itano nange ya 0 kinana na mukaga ashatu n'itano nwo munugura bukutamise bindi byona
olususu lw'omwana wange lwetaaga birire yesigika kyenva mmonaza kyogero vitamin E soap ate ne mmusiiga kyogero vitamin E pink jelly okusobola okukuuma olususu lwe nga lulamu. Omwana wange n'anyirira ne yeeyagala n'abeera musanyufu buli kaseera. Ate ne famire yange nayo tukozesa kyogero products. Y'ensonga lwaki tunyirira abazadde tukozesa kyogero products omuli cocoa butter jelly and soap, aloe vera jelly and soap ne non-perfumed jelly. Clean your skin ng'okozesa kyogero products. Asangibwa mu maduuka ne supermarkets okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna.
Sky TV iraka ly'abantu.
Sky TV iraka ly'abantu nakwakira munano wanje oli Sky TV kandi ngenda kusima mlonga eshaha ibiri kusya ahashahi shatu kandi tuba twine abagenyi batari b'emiringo emwenemwe, tuba twine abantu ba politics, tuba twine abantu ababyobwegese, twine abantu aby'amagara, by'ubuhingi, byona bya bintu byona. Tuba twine abana, twine abakuru, twine abashija, twine abakazi, twine abashomere, twine abatashomere, twine bwenu buri muntu wena so long as aine echar kubasa kuongera ahambera y'abantu ahantunguka mukashishaka kandi shaheji twenda kumanyisa ibo mziro ryoko ninga mucara ningo mshija ukwatanse n'abacogero abogeri amajita marungi nugoga kubasa kuhindura mbirwawe karebe kaje cyo mu bugenyi kandi abantu bakashimirwa kujya ngo yes umucara wananka na nyerera ningo musigazi mtabano wananka na nyerera bebe kingu wasiga amajitanga chogero habogere kandi bine chogero sabuni bine amajita kandi bine nangwa bine ibintu ibi byabo nibirebeka nukaje wa mutiya kora hono hura atanu kunukira kubi no yogomba ngo shitame hihi nawe twagira umugisha kandi gomani twatayisa musigazi muto ajya kutuyanshuriraje nahinda nabwe kandi kuganire na mnonga abana abariyoko umhumuro abahumire kandi tunana ubwebembezi bwabo bakuba bakiriyo mu mashomero buri muzire nonohereza school fees koko wano haka school fees ureba ho sente nguneza unsa abana abazira bamwe tubakuzetegereza Uganda National Students Association bana bishomero kuba kuzoko ureba baronda ba prefects head boy manyo wa health manyo wa chima konka bacheza baronda ba kansara ngogwe ni kansara wa senior 1 senior 2 ni kansara abo ba kansara bine association yabo at the level of the nation yona bine chairman wa national student association, district student association, the sub-county student association, then school student association. Abo bantu bine kuba bakwatanisa kandi bakabaganira ebyo bintu nibija bukwatirira no muzire uko muzire bworyo ko no ngo bimanye nibabane batwaza batakwa koko bacika bata ishomero be bobin abana bishomero bine contribution ni ahishomero bata ngahato mu bihumuro abana bakayuganizinga bataninyishko bunaku obwitu nangwa no bwabandizeho burgombo rekegera student association umbyaro ko abana baza za discussions kuganira hakushoma kwabo ngate tukagenda nibicendera tibyakibaho noshanga abana bishomero as association zezibine neza ba boda boda neza ba hotels b'amatafari neza kwetungura konko shanga abana nabo bonka begita kuganira byabo kubakushoma aza kibihamu abana bo mugashoma twakwakira munywani wanje yanjurire abakutureba kandi tugumize mutuganire
wabare mnonga wa moderator abantu abakutureba izo rwakashatu muri mta mazina ganje ninyitwa Ainebiona Bruce ndi mwezi aishomeri Yambara High School. I'm in senior 6. I do mathematics, economics, entrepreneurship, stroke with ICT. I'm a counselor of 6B and I'm a proud associate of the school council, and by God's grace I happen to be the president of the Uganda National Students Association, UNSA, Barara City.
Yeah. Njira mwamhurira tsabantu gamba languages zombi kuna nabagize n'umwana wishomero tsagamba urinyankore habo kwa wajyamba kweto herindi Ainebiona no muntu Ainebiona kimanyisa no munyankore kandi urinyankore nabimanya kunko bundi kumwana wishomero ubundi nubasa kumtegateganisamo ahora hure urinyankore rwa yangaje ikigambo cy'urujungu nabwe ukigambe abanyanko abako witano bagira ngo oremya abayayi nikora buri cyo rinyankore kijaje naco kishobore nani nyenda ngo tugumize tugambire Uganda National Students Association niki nekora ki wagira ngo kansara imubwa kansara bwanyu abanyonka bakansara government wa district mwini twe twatwinge nguto tureta za Naikondo namwe no ko wanyu jo Naikondo imwino wanyu mureka kuroko ninye na girisiri mwe no twatwora za Naikondo twinge nguto tuombeka amashomero so mwe nimwe ba kansara mu mashomero numbana mukora kikaharho numutana muta na prefectorial body.
Okay, babare mnonga wa moderator ati nsori yangoye nangwa eso turiyabanyangore konka no manyabajungu bazire batcolonizinga twe natwahugirokwe muri kutwa tubiyokwe kandi mu mashimiro bagize baba strict ushanga urinyankore udakora kuri sajya konka okunda kubasa kutantsa mu council body na prefectorial body. Council body ni nka parliament yabeje okureba tune parliament yanga mon council body new parliament yabeje then prefectorial body how no mukustama muka implementing event. About Uganda National Students Association, ese ni kitongore ekigitabe jibona abo muhanga yona aba registered under the Ministry of Education. Ese ni kitongore kitu kitugita abo muhanga yona kandi ntwatwina abebembezi a district level, the district executive committee is never composed by councillors and shitama burumwaka okwamwenda ando sera karuruka district executive committees ZTDX and the akaruraka national how kushanga ngo we are having university students, the guild president, the guild speaker, GRCs from different universities and akarurako twantukatera omukwikumi bivuza kwenera umwaka na amwe nunka akarurako umwaka guntsakatera ebirabi na mushanju bya this month chankwanzi nari chankwanzi. So that is our institution, like it is an organization and at the same time we're running an institution. For example, we have our motto is in Nezirangu, we struggle for liberation. That is the motto of the Uganda National Students Association. And as well, we have had a vision, and our vision is to be the leading and the most vibrant organization in the world. The leading and the most vibrant organization. Yeah, to be the leading and the most vibrant organization in the world. Okay. That is our motto. That is our vision. We are not only looking at Uganda, but we are looking at the entire world. Those are our missions. But of course, nochimayangu ebinte mutoka kano achieving ano ino kumanza wabanzo wawe waje cyo watekayo. For example, nka National Executive Committee not in over Secretary for International Affairs. Secretary for National Affairs. So the Secretary wa International Affairs nwari kubana arwane mirimo y'amahanga gandi. For example, gatwa twinonka debates, let's say twafuna ba champions. For example, twino muntu naza abantu two students are going to Greece.
going to Greece.
Yeah, 2 students. Yeah, so Ogogo Secretary for International Affairs is the one in charge. And we have as well got a mission. Mission is to we prepare and produce disciplined, self-reliant, patriotic citizens for national development. Your mission is we are looking at patriotism, we are looking at self-reliance, we are looking at discipline of students. That is our organization. We as well have got aims and objectives, and one of the biggest or the major aims is to instill discipline in students. That is our aim. That is what we are aiming at, and we want to groom students so that when we are out there, people can surely look at us and say these are students. No matter kushango mwezi yashobora herokwe yashana no muvyi wa boda. Kushango ryo mwezi wantare skuru konka musasara wantare skuru kwezi example. Ushango ringo mwezi wantare skuru konka kwa heru emtwaze yawe. Tiyashimira ngo mwana wantare skuru. So ejo nemirumo yitu nga organization kumakinga sure abeji twabatereza abeji twabagrouminga abeji twagamba nabo so that they can actually know the way. That is what it makes us leaders, because whenever bajirangu a leader, maybe the way I understand by the term leadership, a leader is someone who knows the way, someone who goes the way, and someone who shows people the way. So nje kushanga abantu bastera karuru kwenda tukayembera tukenda tukayebere ko mhanda akwantu bantu manyo mhanda.
Okay. Mwami Bruce, ko urkansara wa senior 6,
Yeah, senior 6B.
Senior 6B. Mwenu mwine speaker wanyu, mwine chairman school council. Umukiko mukanso imwe mutensaki ebi mukutwara omu prefectorial body kandi na nishomero no muriyambaki iminka ba kansara.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Council body, basically one of the major roles of the chairperson school council is to look at the academic performance of the school. When you think about councillor, we want to reva abeji or class the way they are performing. Ukshangabana they are underperforming. Nujisa kuronda reasons as to why they're not performing to their best. Alabana ukshanga maybe they're having their problems. That could be home problems maybe. Ushangoma nawe kisheta kumtwarizaje azashikashomero mwino mtu aza off. Mbona tiyuka kansala ko kubanza warebe enshongejo. Ubanza gitera mutochi umwana umweda umuganira umhamza kano you make him or her feel at home. Those are some of the things that we do. Number 2, to making a shwangu batchas bitu tubatruzinga mnonga, because noreba sometimes when you don't follow up things ushanga maybe nkomu wiki tse yabadojinga kemeruni kesha tu kana numbano ngaruke nyuma mwe no mbindi yokushoma mbona ukito nkaba kansala ogwe no mulimo gwitu kushanga batcha bona batshomesa, but our teachers treating us right. Those are some of the roles. And another thing, obviously, cleanliness no manyo yonje utari taromaga kushanga krasne shakubi abana bona bari mu dusty kushanga bihamwe ndwara mbona uyoka kansara no making sure ngo is the class clean. If it is clean, then is the teacher there? If the teacher is not there, then what have you done to make sure the teacher is around?
Okay.
Yes.
But high school nemwe umashomero agari ya record yo kugira mbwina abana bibhanda yo mashomero namwe abana bibhanda mbwina kandi yo cancer kugira ngo nimbi kugira ngo konka mbwenu kutuba tugenga abana bambara high school abana manyabangayi manyaba mbwenu iwe onumwija abana abo barga umuyanye tarye mwene mu mashomero gutwe batorumo hariho nabe twayinshoma n'inyijuka ishomero rumwoko mushema bakaza kushanga bakashanga mu kesi iyo mwana harimo umutwe g'umuntu hariho mu mashomero batwara abana haruwizi abantu bibira abana babasindika bagwamo ngo sacrifice ngo benda kusacrificing aho engatemwe then baginago mu rwizi kandi afa aha hariho manya so imwe mu discipline omwe mushanga challenge iki ahabwa abana bokurga ni mangu hariho abana bokurga wabo nubaroga no bano buru mashomero gabishiki munonga ibirebe hariho challenge y'abana ikwa twimizumu ukashanga abana nibakaba so what do you do all those challenges imekabe bembezi babeji?
Well, wagamba kintu kya discipline noreo mashomero there are students and those students have diverse minds. Icho kwa no teka wena nkatsa kuteka wana oreba ngo the only way to solve a problem is coming to a consensus with someone. Onkauri wana na chireba in a perspective of the only way I can get rid of this is fighting. Nzo shanga mashomero harmu endwa okurwana harmu abantu ukushanga baye chimutane msizo scenario zezuru ungana obwiro bwinzi no mangu wakora ebirunju munonga wakora kama akantu kamwe kabi kuna nkabishisha muntu kugira ngo mbara high school itontorwana kureka nakugira ngo sometimes akantu kacen kabaho ushanga media yakapsharinga compared to other schools. That is the only challenge we are having. But about discipline, abejibitu they have surely improved. Akubang no shanga the rate at which students were being teased in 2018, that's when I joined senior 1 2018. Kunkai mbirogo discuss tangi tukant menengo no koshanga umuntu umwe no ushemero wo yumka singo kuzashemero kunka nsima school administration is in a means tushanga ngo we are all at peace. For example, our senior 1 hati no barara bonka. Those are some of the means that they are brought up, and in 2018 we were sleeping with everyone, form 4s, form 6s. So kushanga you're not surely at peace ogo kuyija yakore iki urya yisha yakore iki kano byasira umishomera harimo abana nke 12 kine cyo kubasa kucenga. Then another thing, we have had school counselors. Burishomero think jangu burishomero, I am not yet sure, but most of the schools have school counselors. Washanga, maybe something has happened to you, you'll go to the school counselor, you discuss. And one of the things I know about these school counselors is that they don't disclose what you've told them. They are secretive. You can speak to them. Washanga winebuzubya obyomka maybe no gwankensi imbozawe no zone techereza counseling.
Omwana omutahi wawe.
No, not umwana mutahi wawe.
I mean, okatugire imwe ba counselor. Numukansoringa nkabo umwana nagwensimbo kwa kuba nagwensimbo numukora ki nimu
yasira umwana nkogwe no banza wamureba wogu nagwensimbo mbona kakuba ikintu kishikubara kumubaho niyo kubanza kubija kumuhikaho akuja ngo rero no wamanyire problem yeye then ikintu cyaba cyango ishono mari na school counselor nabari employed umuntu mukuru yakuze nabaye ne office ye yaho bagita ya guidance and counseling ogu ozayo bakansoringa oyinebizo byawe maybe mzaiti yashashura fizi bakansoringa babasagama na mzee wawe bagamba nawe mbona noreba ngo mashomero tushanjira mu kuyamba kwinji. Then we have chaplains as well. Nishomero nbari think kwa myango arishomero ertine chaplain because noreba Napoleon Bonaparte once said that a country without religion is like a ship without compass. So amashomero go now we believe in God. I don't think there is any school that does not put God first. I do not think.
Kuwagamba Napoleon Bonaparte ahana manyango uri umwana wa 6
that is for historians.
That's for historians.
And for us mathematics students,
imwe muhimbiso
we as well praise God, but for us we can say maybe
tumwine yo kafuru wanyu mathematician wa propounding njire mateka ga mathematics.
Mathematician omwe no bakahujira umfubara tubaraji.
Yeah,
but there is one mathematician who has well said that God is like a circle.
Yes.
Whose center is everywhere and circumference is nowhere.
I'm telling you.
that was one mathematician.
God is like a center.
A circle.
Whose center is everywhere.
Yes.
And the circumference
is nowhere.
Yes. When abantu bashomera discussing ibintu by'abantu bakushoma imwe aba Sky TV kandi nimanya ngu ebyo n'ebintu bikuru. God is ninka sako, ruhanga ninka sako kugira aba mathematician ngo senta ya ruhanga tukajibasa kujibona eri abahatona ikandi circumference yayo nayo is nowhere, so tukabasa kumupumiraha ngo noza kumutungira aho rukwenda kumutunga. Yeah, that's a very good statement murebe wa Sky TV. Chine Bruce kandi no mwejumbara high school kandi ne najwekera abana mu unsa nkache ya person wabo ahabwa unsa yambara city. Tutakarigiraho takagire ahabya abeji aheru yishomero nyenda ngo gumzemu mutugambira aha association yanyu. Now mwe twarga mu mwishomero twareba ebimukorera abana counseling, bintu bya education, imwe n'umukwatagana mutana bashomesa enka students leaders n'umukwatagana na teachers ninga n'umukore byanyu n'abashomesa na school administration nayo kore byanyu.
Well, thank you so much, moderator. Enkwatagana yitu n'abashomesa, one, we need to establish ourselves. When you establish yourself, it becomes very free. Ingachikorebera kushanga wagamba na teacher. Choko na chabiona, what was student leader? But I'm not expecting a course smart. Atoshango linga student leader, niwo bashango tatirechikaru, niwo bashango tatejirishoche, niwo bashanga mwenu orukusha kubi. Ata teacher tikamuhereza na space yokuja kwa approaching atkonka mwana we. You're a student leader. Can you look like one? No. So now you're going to help yourself to reason out. But as student leaders, one, we have tried to be free with teachers. But obviously, the students haven't mabata kuchukunda. Washanga mwenu mweji wa gambana teacher. Abana mabata kuchukunda. Because they will think that maybe you're spying on them. But when you're cooperating with teachers, it becomes very easy for you. One, in administration as a student leader, when you want to address some issue and maybe you approach some teacher, they will actually guide you on how you can do one thing or the other. And actually, these teachers, they are so free because there are some teachers you find so, I can say, horrible. But the moment you actually come and talk to that person, because it's called Mr. Alex Bend. Kumshijogwe waba otakumweno otakukore kumshemeza. Tumkuwasa waba abanwana. But when you're smart, when you're organized, when you're disciplined, ogumshijogwe na abamwana wa mnonga, you'll never suffer. Wama approaching utichaka na ambaka kanema. Na hikana kuyambira. Konka yahurang niyo kusinda, yahurang niyo kutera abana babandi. Tukuwasa kumwikumisho. So that is what has actually helped us to lead with our teachers. Our teachers are so good, but the way students see them, you know, when you are this kind of person who speaks the truth, so that's what our teachers face. Shanga teacher na gamba tukonka mwana we atebyo kurebi atkanta kubira bamuramwa atomwana we nachitwana differently. The perspective is different. But when you tell someone the truth, and maybe that truth can actually save them in one way or the other, then that is how the society can actually be built. When you are a leader, the decisions you make will either save you or seize you. When we think about student leaders, when we are going to make decisions, one, we consult. Kanina kumhanitsa nka apology letter ninga nka statement hata wanzo gambe nawe. That's how our teachers actually help us. So mwenu abashomesa bitu shware nka student leaders ndijezo kuba engaging abukashaha tijezo kugamba nabo ikinde cyabaho ubanza mutera kasumu. For example, kita amashomero gitu head prefect na chairperson school council nabisizwa kwate sumu. When you cannot actually access him or her at that particular moment of time, then you call and inquire about some specific things.
nibare munonga shaha zitu zija zitambura kandi twaza turiyo tuganira na mwami Bruce kandi Bruce ogu twabagambira n'umweji muri high school kandi na student leader ahabwa National Student Association ntuhereza nkabazire tuhereze sente za National Student Association ezi sente nizahi nizikora ki kandi tukazihabura umwaka zikazitombeka kizimbe zikora ki so that tubin tumanya yantuhanko mutwaro buri muzire naho mutwaro na shopping ko mutwaro buri butamu ezi sente nizahi kandi zihenderera kandi imwe nizibagasira ki
we mnongo mwa moderator. Well, we appreciate our parents for they have supported us all the time. They have always paid for our school fees, and the money they pay 2,000. 2,000 annually, every student.
Okay.
And asking about the accountability, well, we have received that money, but it is not that we receive that money appropriately. Parents pay the money, but the only problem we are facing as Uganda National Students Association is a late subscription from schools. You know, schools have different programs, schools run different programs. So when you pay the money, yes, it will be recorded on the school account. But us getting that money is the only problem.
As students, as student leaders,
yes,
as UNSA.
As UNSA.
To get that money from schools, you'll find some school has received money 100% from students. Then it goes to the school account. Then coming from school account to the Uganda National Students Association is the problem.
Yeah, it is the only problem we are facing. But otherwise, as UNSA, surely when we receive the little portion, because we get 100% that goes to the national level. Then the national level, we send back 40% to the district. The 40% will stay, then 20% goes back to the schools.
20%?
Yes, 20% goes back to the schools.
Then kukayishomero zikora ki?
20% kukayishomero nka school council n'umurimo gwanyu kwezi sente kutandika projects zanyu. For example, nka paper bags, mwana kushanga mwenda kan mulita nka paper bags or any other project shanga mwe mwabyara nk'emitingo nka kanso izo sente nzishime kwanza kora kungati sibayitu kushanga kujangu ba student leaders ba counselors twakumanya ngojo 20% negaruka mu mashomero twakushimanya kandi kwegaruka twakumanya what they are supposed to use that money for. Ningashike gachire, can they actually approach their head teachers?
Kugaruka zarga Kampala za ka district zija ahishomero mbara high school ninga zija ishomero Rwansinga ninga Nombe ninga zija Rach high school. Student leader na chimanyata.
Well, it is so hard for a student leader to know when you have not asked. No, they say a chance knocks once when there is preparedness. Mwenu nomugashogwa aba student leaders kumanya eze sente zija ubu nomugashogwa, but the student leaders baba cheburwecho no one is interested in knowing is that 20% back, and if it is back, how actually going to use that money? That is the only problem I'm actually facing as UNSA. Mwenu ekizibu tikiri twe ar UNSA, ekizibu kiri aha amashomero gitu. One, a late subscription. Amashomero tukakusubscribing in time. But subscribing at the end of the year when we are already out of office. Kuba office tunene to aroma akakumwe. Kaza September na September ninkuba ni ngo herkuisha. Mwenu hata amashomero ga subscribing nka September kuisha. That means I will not achieve anything. But obviously, omuntu takareba that perspective. Na omuntu ragmana, but we have paid our money. 2,000. And these people chewing our money. Then number two, the little money that we get, one, we have surely invested it in debate competitions. For example, what in your district debate competitions, Twarga district to our region, Twarga region to our national. kandi abana bona abakuparticipating mu debates ezo they receive certificates then abakuperforminga best because obviously no chuma yangu mwazo mu competition ngo mupira noreba table baro 1 number 2 number 3 number 4 ushanga mwini ka Premier League number 1 number 2 number 3 number 4 nazo mu Champions League mwenu debates ezo omwana akakuperforminga je maybe yabanka first best speaker na receiving a prize ushanga maybe bamshoshoranka 40% of the school fees maybe bamhanka laptop. That is what we do as UNSA. We've majorly looked at debates, and that's what most of the districts are focusing on. But as Barara City, we are trying to look at very many alternatives, how we can actually engage students. Because as UNSA, we want UNSA to be inclusive. Kushanga, it is not only someone who can actually speak English better, so he is going to benefit. He's the only beneficiary. No, that's what we're not looking at. We are trying to include each and every other student. For example, there are these students who are massicular. Maybe they cannot use their brains to beat others, but they are massicular. Maybe we are trying to look at how about we engage sports as well. So that those students who are not skilled in debate can actually go for maybe sports. Shangayaza no mpira ya sing. Na we have na ya terrori wa debate.
Bareta enshonga nunje mwami Bruce. Akija police inkweta discriminative na mnonga nko primary thing manya mu secondary ya na chon kwechiri. Iwe nko mchichi ukuzahisha aha national because wori chairman wa district nije teka national na yonoza yo. Kare itu twabe tuba turyo muzano umwishomero umwana bakaba batamwa abana bishomero. So whether umwana numuhango ninga numuringwa ninga namukuru ninga numuto ninga na iragura ninga na yatukura kwe bagira mwena muri yo mwishomero muri yo muri record zishomero mukiza kwiruka mwina mwiruka uwasigana wogwe uriya kware yatunga chance akabara umuhango asinga ugu ahabu bujya mu muhango we nabasa kurekera kibare kikihari ninga rekere kibango akace kukare katunga chance yo kujya mu kace kukakiruka emirundo 25 kandi cyango kiza mu kikaremwa nako kasingiraho konka hati nibagira ngo nibabapuma abana abahango tubakubikiriza kuzo mu cyayi yabaringwa tubakubikiriza kuzo mu cyayi ngo ntaza mu bwana buto kandi ubuke hat kanda kana kace no shomana ku mu class kumukuzo mu class tubakubapuma kwa kana kikayuka kusinga so uyu mwenka students yesho nejo police nimugireba muta
wewe nungo umwami moderator actually kwaga basi ndecho shite na msaizi yonga shite chaza na myaka for example kandi ngane yona hili prefect witu no mwita Elvin Mugume
Elvin
aza ijisha South Africa mbiti bya debate noreba debate okwe kutwara abantu niko ngoroshunguru kanga mwe nashara mu
rwawe
ashara mu kamen yo mu Uganda
okay
ngamwe ngani ngani yona we atash Bruce hati weights za nationals atwaza kuziye atinyoka kansi myaka 19 atanabasa kuncheza atkonka kano shi warenzeho atweights zo kano wasa kuzireka muna atweights favoritism erijire aha size na height yazana na myaka mwenu
oine emyaka 20 to weight says ezo kuza university
you cannot qualify in a game.
Okay.
Yeah, because they are now over considering height and age and everything.
Even in secondary.
Even in secondary schools.
Oh, that is very disappointing.
No leba nko primary mba zangu hato gweno mhango mwe tarazani. Kungato mu secondary wajang kare goguno mhango kongaine myaka engahe. So no leba ebintu byona byenzire mzamu
habo kuba umurebi uturire ko kuba uri police maker yabo member wa parliament uri kutureba yabo member wa parliament yabo uri councilor yabo ki yabo headmaster yabo yoha nangwa nimwe abazire mwaza umu parents general meetings ibyo mubuze n'umwana wanje akatandika ariyo otarashomere nasare ninga kamuiha ahina mziroko namreto mu makaganje yatandika kushoma ine myaka 10 konko ndijo umwana we wakashoma ine akatandika kushoma ine myaka 5 ninge 3 hatogo ine myaka watangiye kushoma imyaka 10 imwe tumukumbaraje nko mwana wishomero no murabe nashoma hine ekimugumana musharaho hatu nuhurira ngo kwakoza takwicerezwa kuzana nabandi takwicereza gukora nebyabandi kandi mwenda ngo ayicerezwe aze kushoma nabo mu class hate kuza kuzo mu university ngwezo points zezikwija kuruga ombyemzano tezikwija kumuhabwa naja kuferwa ubundi kose yaba nayenda ninga kutunga hata umureme ahabo kuba haro points ziba kugaba umurye byemzano konka tumukumukiza participating. I think that is not right. Intega teke cyo kiri highly discriminatory nikiha mu abantu umujinya turabe twena twikizibwe kuzo mu ishomero twena twikizibwe ukajya ngo abana bayona bashome bona UPE wageta bona bashome USE wageta bona bashome bona ukano manyisa baye if bona cannot participate in games tubakoza mu debate tubakoza kahi hati ubona ukano manyisa baye. So that's very unfortunate. Mwishi mutaho shongachi mutaho buriyo ki kureba mu Rwanda sankecho.
Well, for us as UNSA, obviously abantu abinzi babatakaje kucha attention, but we sat. I called I have powers to call an executive meeting since I'm the president. So I called some executive meeting as we leave in school, and people actually talked about that very thing. Like, so when we go for national elections, obviously each district presents 4 delegates. One of the issues that we should actually raise is talking about the discrimination. If I am old, we're true, I am old, but what should actually stop me from participating in a game? Should the age factor...
No, kukura kwawe, tubakuzibire kuzo mu class nabandi. Noraro mudomu ya Addis Ababa nabandi. Nozo mu Kinabiro nabandi. Noza DH mujeta DH. Nozo mu DH nabandi. Iwe twavuga ngo kuzirembuye ni urye bitoke abandi bana barya kahunga. No muryanka abandi. Then mukika aha kuza kuzana iwe ngo toshemerire ikasha towe abukwe cyo kinaka kwate na points za university. That is a very disgusting policy.
Actually no rero nesinze kucyagira games no kushanga mashomero. Most of the schools when you realize that maybe there is someone who is old shanga umuntu ngo maybe akagira mu byamuteganisa, for example nka covid aho umuntu ya imyaka yayongera yagira nka 23 nushanga abana bona bamushikirira mushako kuzire mushako ine myaka namuni tawo muko mashomero ko nibyut kwesi shanga umwana kugira ati atumuzeye atukuzire astoshwera. Obviously when I tugamba kweba ngo it has no impact on you, but when you want to excel academically you must make sure that you are mentally okay. Mental health matters a lot. It is so key. Obviously tukabasa kwata point ya tukabasa kwata definition ya economic growth. For example kitabana bakora economics is so tricky that you need to read all the time, and when you're reading you have to read with a mindset that is clear. You have to make sure your mental health is okay. So you cannot actually go to grasp economic growth definition when your mental health is actually not okay. So as students we are disturbed. One, we are being discriminated not only by our own students but by the system as well. The Ministry of Education, I don't know if it is the Minister of Education who is trying to implement these things. I don't know if it is the sports committee of maybe different districts that are trying to maybe look at favoring the young kids. I don't know if they are the ones, but as UNSA, it is our role now to find out why are we being discriminated.
Oh yeah, ninjira mwahura ikinshonga nkejo n'enshonga nkuru. We need to really twaje ngo abantu bona bazumishomero bashome kandi umwana ukamureta we cyamurese n'icyonco cye konka kandi icyonco no yenda ngo kitere aha mutwe ubundi cyabire naje kutemberaho. We really need to rethink and tukongera kwetegera no shanga ubwo umwana umuto uwa leta we ayino bwenge bw'ubwongo we namanya gukora science, chemistry, physics, namanya gukora algebra, math, namanya gukora ibyo kunko shanga ubundi ukwirwa atari kumanya konke cyonco cyihanga cyo cyancenda kuriga umwana ubwo bire narga kuri isa we yijara mukuru yazo mu class konke cyonco cye naenda kuchimprovinga kandi kitambiri ihangeri kandi atinawaga kwa mutera hamtwe njya that's not right. Mwami Bruce tuyonza kwendera mbwenu hatumwarga hatumhumwire imwe nka student leaders numwenda harhonsho noreba ikiri umubyaro bitu kare nako bitu haka habaho student associations umbyaroko abana bagita bonka begita bonka bine bibina abana bambara high school ushangana bagita n'abantare n'ababwera nyangi n'abakisubi n'ababujaga n'abakahina bona ihanga lyona abana bakurwa mu cyaro kimwe hatitwe nka uyitu twatwine kibanyi beta Harwe Student Association bisa ekere tabana bona utunga chance iwawe no shomera rwansinga utunga chance kwa accessinga ibitabo kwa accessinga ubwenge bw'umwana ondijo kandi wabera banashomera n'amagunga uko ni muri gahamu mucyaro konka hatukanosho tutuburu imwe abana bashomere muri yo mu associations zebyaro kanosho hatuburi umwe nakoreke so cyo ni kimwe cya kabiri emicwe ubonako we itutwaye dushoma abana bishomero kwebahumura ureba ngo abana bishomero nango kutwabituza no mu kanisa abana bishomero babashita musabonka ureba mbwino no begomba mukizo mu bugenyo ureba abana no begomba konkati no shotacyo hontanso abana batashomere n'abashomere n'abashana hazecho nchobora kwikariginga abana ngo baze umukushoma habo kuba begombere abana bashomere uko witwine unaheza kurura ngo umwana heze university shomereje ngo ayokize piki iyo pikize piki yo muntu na yatona shomwana ushomere kandi nakorecho so imwe ka student leaders kumuhika how do you help students and pupils abari out when they are out of school nkahato mulyo muhumuro?
Well, thank you so much moderator. Wagamba kintu cyo kuterana twa turi muhumuro ayo nawe nyumsinya wanaho kaine nyine mukuru wanza akari nkumsinya fonkaho dari school aza kuchabe cy'ifumuro tukatwe neiba witu arikushomera mirihiru anurijo akana ashomera kabuya nyanzi mbwinu kuchabe cy'ifumuro ushanga bona bakwate bitawo bazina ka primary school babugana y'abaransinga kasha secondary school babugana agana amashomero gona bazaho ba discussinga ushanga uringaho ngo mwazyo ureba baterine ngaho mcuvugaho baganira bagamba ka mathi kukashuma no mathi faza kujikora kugate ibintu bikahinduka washanga bezi baterine they are talking about alcohol bawari abojo they are talking about women bawari abishire they are talking about men think mabishwa magamba abashija nyo I am not sure about that but I am assuming mwenu era ejene hinduka abana bona barjire ahamuramwa. And what do you actually think brings up all these things? One, there is a lot of drug abuse on beds. Abana binzi bakarga muramwa abana bakaza kunywa marwa abana baza bitokoza bonko nogashanga ori nkom society yabeje kashanga you this kind of person who does not take alcohol abana no bakureba baje shogwe bakwito kwewana ngumwenu wenaye wana mwenu ninjirangu ogomba
kunywa njayi kujurire kimwe mbara
kunywa njayi kona kujurire nandakwenda kukigambo ekindi ekyo koza kukigambo kyenda omuzire omutuma nande wagamba amaro omuzire nabasacha ese kinimbasa kukikonka wagamba njayi yo kandi yo mwenu uwo muzire nandakwenda kukenda omutuma ori ogwe konka abana bitu abingi baragira muramwa. They are meeting not to talk about things that can actually build a society, but they are only meeting to talk about things that destroy society. For example, when you find you're this kind of student, you uturumba kazi. One, HIV. Abana binzi barugire HIV tukaba turi kwishomero tuganira umana yaje ati bitu no manyambara. Atabiri nko mu top 3 districts ezine HIV. Ati twayebuza abantu abine HIV nuba. Kunga nabeji bitu. Because one, ebintu byona bikahenuka umago kushanga abana bagamba ngo how can we improve mathematically? People are talking about how can I approach the other girl and get her contact. That is what students are talking about. But as leaders, of course, our role is to make sure we guide students if we can. If we can't, then we have always had elders. Shanga umuntu n'umuntu mukuru kandi bamanabika. Nomiko tukungananga. Otanani kushengereza. Otumista akoraje. Otubanzo ngambire nori umwana ogwe. Tako ibintu binareba tubirungi. Kandi obuturi mu cyumuro, we can actually use this chance to cover up. For example, ngitwe ba student leaders abe bari amashomero. I know things were not easy. For example, because you have very many roles in the first place. No burya aho nkande in meeting, burya aho nguresoneje waji missing, you're going somewhere. That's what we face as student leaders. But when you are a leader, you have to actually utilize this time for holidays and do most of the work. You cover up, because I don't think during holidays they will call you for a meeting. If you're maybe on a district executive committee, they will not call you for a meeting when you're in holidays. That I'm sure. They cannot call you for a meeting. Shananka wako ndo bururabo. But obviously, umuntu yakweta ati nenda kushaba karona nenda kuvuga na Rex Boothbar. No jumha time. If it is 1 hour, let it be 1 hour. Do the right thing at the right time. So I urge us all students to actually use this time for holidays to cover up, because one, we have wasted enough time. For example, those students who are in senior 6, noreba obwire bono ko kwano obureba mujoti otobwire mbwine. That is what we call procrastination. Wanoza kushoma today utungana umanya reka nshome prep ekiro haramakuru oramkana nakutati bitu yara juramakuru akagwe kabaho aje prep ejo yashishikaro yomuka kanumka environment nunji mwenunka wa students nimbe encouraging. We need to actually sit down and utilize this time. We need to start focusing on things that are helpful, things that are important, because most of us have actually tried to focus on things that are not building us.
Okay.
I mean, temtako make hanga.
Urukwenderanya ndango kore comment sabo into bibiri, then tuendere kandi gumureze mucyo muhendere. Ahashonga ya nyendejo cywahereza ubutumwa bwahereza abazire nimanya abazire hati hariyo kugesha. Nukuza kutwara tari mu mpango. Hariyo ukukora indijo mirimo y'icaro. Abazire binente hariyo kurisa, hariyo biya. Hariyo bugenyi, hariyo kuzika, hariyo noteka abazire bo bine roroki aha development yanyu umukushoma. Cya kabiri government nayo twaza kuzo mu season ya bururu nubasa abukwa karura kamaka ubururu bwa NRM umwe bwa structures nubutandika very early next year. Mbwino abana nubo barabe bari habirore nubagenda nubo barakuza kukoresa. So what message do you have for the government and political parties, then hamwe na nabaziri?
Well, thank you so much, moderator. Someone told me that cheap things are always expensive. Abana yes tuyonza kuzo mu season y'ubururu, but when we are students, we need to value our health, we need to value our lives. Noza kuzachirwe nubafuteye umutekano bagwata, because someone has given you 20,000. That is cheap money. You can actually settle in your books and get more money. Ngumwana nkoko nanacha atemtware ebiri kandi. Anyway, abazire bitu mwe bale bambe grooming abana. Thank you so much for grooming these students. Nimanya mwimba basakwa bishire bitarije performance, but this is not the final thing. It's just final. Kandi nimbashabaka nimbeshenjereza ngo mnizo guiding abana banyu ubari mu cyumburo ese natsiga mu muryango kore kwenda abazire bona babe included. Tujezo kuganira abana bitu manya ekikwata amana wawe. Umwana wawe wari yaza off track utakamureka kushishikara kandi mwete kuba no mwana wawe takuja kutera kandi atiyo nungambira nko n'umwana wawe mwete mu guiding then emirimo nimpamyangu ejemirmeji ni tuyama kitu ngabeje. Because one, kugira ngo buri muntu noreba Africa ikaba so difficult when you don't have a degree. That's when you think a degree is important. But when you get a degree, they will tell you masters is important. When you get masters, they will tell you PhD is important. When you have PhD, nokushanga umuntu who has never visited umuntu ya visited oshonora kantu kache yaba no yakwebembera. So there they will tell you papers will not matter. So when we twatu ine kugaruka aha ground tunkabeje tukakwatanisa n'abazire bitomera monkeji. For example, kurisa waba nurisa ukashanga ni urukwi mu mukashishe kama abakozi n'ubako babaroho konkawe mu mukashishe watekinga that responsibility. Ekikushasha munonga harabanta batakumanya no kukama shanga umwana wo mojo kunga tawumanya kama achimira monkeji twatagije turi abana tuje kujega twakuzire shuare. Mwenecho nawe tugarka culture yitu are binde bitwine focusing aho tukayamba bazire bitu because we need to help these parents. One, we are home. The abantu bataka feelinga absence yawo nubukuboro kushanga you are home but still people think you're not around. So when we reach home, let's try to put on some impact. Let's try to actually do something so that we can actually help our parents. When abazira abantu bashaba school fees kandi baba motivated arukushanga umwezi nashaba umuzire fiza kabanja umuzire sinda zine konka takwenda kusikweza kugira ngo kuwa
kinecho mukasiri
wareba nagishoboro yiwahujira sumu akijire sumu zumwe no think ekizurumo obarunka virus attracting him to yabana. I do not know, but most of the students are now focusing on phones. They are failing to look at their parents, but jira bazire babo umuzire yakugira ati mwana wanje kananirinza kuninja kuhinga tujuka nachiro ukanyambaho mwana bona kwereka ati mukade there is something I am focusing on haraka video ari akinjoni ndeba mwenu abazire bitu actually ori umuzire uri kompurikize uyu mwana ware wamwita akanga kura ese ujumuyeho akuba ni wajumugurisha nawo tiri wajumugurire ukani wakubutaraje muguriye no jumuyeho still.
Okay. Sibura abantu abarebi
wewe bunongo mwa moderator. I appreciate you all viewers. Once again, my name is Aineviona Bruce. I'm a student, like I said, at Barra High School. And I'm so glad that I've shared my mind today. And thank you so much, the viewers. The way I want to end my thing by encouraging us and informing us that a bend on the road is not always the end of the road. To us students, it only becomes the end when you fail to make a turn. So no matter the matter, we must keep pushing and we must keep pressing. And one of the topmost things that we need to prioritize, we need to focus and pray to God. Let's not be proud to pray. Let's not be lazy to pray. Let's not be, too busy to pray, because prayer works. Prayer changes things. And I want to send my regards to all students of Uganda and in particular Mbarara City. I want to send regards to students of Dari School, Barara High School, Mary Hill High School, and all the other schools in Barara. Plus my parents, Mr. Christopher Nimango Yoko Nondeva, na Madam Angela Natkunda, ni mamu Yoko Nondeva, bami mwale kunshaji kankaba zile banze, plus all my siblings. Ni nyonjera kusima, abantu bona, abakuatanise nanye, kwenda so that we can actually put up something, because when you're talking to someone, they will surely give you some ideas. How about you do this and that? So I appreciate everyone, plus the president of the Uganda Secondary School Prefects Association, USPA, Western Uganda, aliyoko kawai na weanza nakuwa na anewa mwambio na nebe Socrates na akura msia nini na timu yetu ya South Africa, Uganda tuzirumisha tune amashomerana kandi mu mbara tubatse kugira amashomera abiri, that is Mary Hill High School na Mbarara High School. Mwe n'amashomera abo garenga presenting aje South Africa, mwe nabo twongere kubashabira kandi twongere kubatekatekaho because they are part of us and sure they must be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yabari munonga mwami Bruce kandi ni umurevi wa Sky TV Murungi ni kwendeza izoba rurungi nyencha kare nabwo still twine program ndi jo kurgashaha emwe kusashaha ibi nono kurgashaha ibi kusashaha ishatu yona morning at Sky kandi program zezindi zaguzamu kwendeza izoba rurungi. Sky TV irakari abantu.